In this video, I'm going to start a very small topic of osmosis, that is reverse osmosis. For looking out that topic, uh, we will have to go back to the small experiment which has been performed in the previous video. Let's recall that what was that experiment. Actually, in that experiment, we took a container and it is containing a pure solvents, and say this pure solvent over here is water. Then we dipped a thistle funnel inside it, containing solution. This thistle funnel is containing solution up to certain level. The mouth of the thistle funnel is covered with a membrane which is semi-permeable membrane. Here is solution and this is semi-permeable membrane. Now what we did, we applied some pressure over here with the help of piston. We applied pressure on the solution. As the pressure applied is termed as osmotic pressure. The pressure which we applied over here, this is called as osmotic pressure. So what actually happened is that when the solution with a semi-permeable membrane over it is kept inside a pure solvent, initially the solvent molecule from here started crossing this semi-permeable membrane and reaches this solution, and slowly the level of the solution in this thistle funnel started rising. Now when we applied a pressure over here with the help of a piston, a minimum pressure is required to prevent the entry of the solvent molecule inside the thistle funnel, and that minimum pressure was termed as osmotic pressure. This is what we have seen in the previous video, that the minimum pressure which is required to prevent the entry of the solvent molecule is termed as osmotic pressure. Now if the pressure which we have applied over here is increased, and if the external pressure is increased and it becomes greater than the osmotic pressure, what is the condition? If external pressure which is applied over here is greater than this osmotic pressure, condition is what? If external pressure is greater than osmotic pressure, then what would happen? Due to this external pressure, the solvent molecule from this thistle funnel, the solvent molecule from this thistle funnel start flowing. The flow of solvent molecule is because of the external pressure which is applied over the funnel, and from this solution, due to this external pressure which is greater than the osmotic pressure, we have to keep this in mind that if the pressure which is applied over here is greater than the osmotic pressure, then what would happen? There would be a flow of solvent molecule, and this solvent molecule will flow out of this solution and move over this container which is containing the pure solvent. And since it is moving in opposite direction as what we have seen in the osmosis, since it is happening in reverse manner of what we have seen in osmosis, so it is called as reverse osmosis. Once again, I am making it clear. If the external pressure which is applied over here become greater than the osmotic pressure, then the flow of the solvent molecule can be made to proceed from the solution. From this solution, the solvent molecule can move out and it will enter this pure solvent, and this movement is in reverse direction of ordinary osmosis. Therefore it is called as reverse osmosis. This reverse osmosis is very useful in desalinization of seawater. Let's see how. Suppose there is a chamber. This chamber contain in between a membrane. This membrane is in nature semi-permeable. Now what happened? The one side of this chamber, this side, suppose this side of this chamber is containing the salty water. Here salty water is present, salty water, and this side of the chamber is containing the fresh water. Here fresh water is available. Now what we did, we applied pressure with the help of piston. This is an opening pipe, and from here we started applying pressure. And if this pressure which we applied over here, if this pressure is greater than osmotic pressure, then what would happen? The solvent molecules from here started crossing this semi-permeable membrane. The solvent molecule from here will start crossing this semi-permeable membrane and reaches this fresh water side, and here we will provide an outlet. All the fresh water will come out of it and the salt will be left behind. This is what called as desalinization. This is desalinization of salty water, and it is based on reverse osmosis. This technique which we have seen over here is based on reverse osmosis. The membrane which is provided over here, which act as the semi-permeable membrane, is also a porous membrane. Basically, this membrane are made up of some polymers. Mostly polymers are used to prepare this membrane. One common example for this membrane is cellulose acetate. Cellulose acetate is a permeable to water, and it doesn't allow impurities to cross. So if over here we take the membrane made up of cellulose acetate, it will also work because it permit the water molecule to pass through it, and it will prevent the impurities and ions, and therefore it is very useful to convert salty water into potable water. So one thing which we have to keep in mind is cellulose acetate. Nowadays these are preferred as a semi-permeable membrane in this case, in desalinization of salty water. Why this is preferred? Because it has a quality that it would allow the water molecule to cross through it, and it will prevent the movement of impurities or ions. So this is a simple topic which is left, which we called as reverse osmosis. So finally I'm ending this video and defining before going to end what is reverse osmosis. Before ending, I am going to define the reverse osmosis. It is the movement of the solvent molecule. What is this reverse osmosis? It is the movement of solvent molecule from the solution to the pure solvent in the direction reverse of that of ordinary osmosis. So reverse osmosis is nothing, it's very simple. It is the movement of the solvent molecule from here. When solvent molecule from here start moving out, and it moves into this pure solvent, and since the movement is in direction opposite to the ordinary osmosis, therefore it is called as reverse osmosis. But a condition is over here that it will happen only and only when the pressure which is applied over here will be greater than the osmotic pressure. Then reverse osmosis take place, and the one common application of this reverse osmosis is converting salty water into potable water. So this is what about reverse osmosis.